What is up, watch friends? Welcome to another episode of Talking Timepieces with Tony. I'm Tony, and you know what day it is. It's Friday. And what's Friday? Friday's the Q&A. And it's real simple. If you want a question answered, all you got to do is ask your question in the comments below, and I'll add it to my Friday Q&A. This is a thing I do every Friday. And I was thinking about revamping it somehow, some way. I got to figure something out for 2024, I guess. But having said that, okay, I'm not going to say that anymore. I also got corrected by a viewer on the term when you say having said that. And I understand what it means. It's like saying, hey, I really like you. Having said that, you've got really ugly hair. That's kind of the more of appropriate definition of anyway. Having said that, I'm going to do a quick watch unboxing, but let's roll the intro after I tell you I am wearing my Zenith Revival Skyline El Primero 36,000 VPH at 5 hertz. Yes. All right, let's roll the intro.
Talking timepieces with Tony. Talking timepieces with Tony.
Okay, so new watch, real quick. I always say, remember where you came from, you know? I always do. Regardless of where you are in life and what you've done, always remember where you come from. You know, if you own a Ferrari but your first car was a whatever, I don't know, that's a bad analogy. Anyway, it's been a long day, been a long weird week. Anyway, so I'm unboxing, and I decided to get the, yes, indeedy, I am super stoked on this watch, man. You all know, if maybe you don't, I am a huge Swatch fan. So I bought the pink donut that Homer Simpson loves on The Simpsons. You know, I'm a huge cartoon fan, and I always have been, but I was a huge fan of Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, of course The Simpsons, Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, we're gonna score. Really, Beavis? Yeah, heard that? Anyway, so sorry about that. But anyway, so that's gonna go in my collection. I'm really stoked to have it. You know, it always reminds me of where I got not my very first start with watches, but where I really fell in love with watches, realizing I could afford a Swiss watch. You know what I mean? Because back in the 80s, it was like, oh, you have a Swiss watch, you know? So there you have it. Anyway, so again, with the Q&A, if you just want to drop your question in the comment section, I will be more than happy to answer it. It doesn't even have to be about watches, whatever you want it to be about, to a certain extent. All right, the first question comes from Gordon Harwell, 2472. Hey Gordon, what's up, man? He just basically says Vertex M100 or Zin 856. Any ideas? Yeah. So, oh, and by the way, Paco's gonna go crazy now for a minute. That's a tough one because I don't know a whole lot about the Vertex. You know, I know that it's a Swiss-made watch with the Sellita. It's a Sellita SW216-1 movement in it, and I'm sure the Zin has a Sellita movement in it as well. If I go by aesthetics, then I'm going to say Vertex. I think it looks a whole lot cooler than the 856 Zin. But if I go by reliability and what I know about Zin, because I had a Zin 105 SA and I wore that watch every single day for like a year and a half. I sold it, but not because I needed to or really even wanted to. It was just one of those things that someone really wanted it, and I was like, yeah, I can get another one down the road. But so I think Zin, you know, Zin obviously is German, and then the Vertex is Swiss. So you're leaning more towards German or Swiss. I think the Vertex is a better looking watch too. I believe it has a small seconds as well, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll look it up. But yeah, I would either one. I also know the Vertex is about $3,200, maybe. Am I correct? And I'm not exactly sure what the Zin 856 retails for, but either way, you can't go wrong, I think, you know. But again, if I was going by, if I hadn't seen it or really heard that much about either one of them, well, either one of them, I would say Zin. Zin's your more sort of, I think, reliable choice, I guess. But, you know, it's up to you, man. Good luck. Appreciate it. All right, Danner1620, you just asked your question at the very last minute, bro, because that almost got added to next week. Is the bracelet on the Zenith, and he's talking about the Skyline, so the bracelet, is it as comfortable as an Oyster or close? So meaning Oyster Perpetual Rolex. My wrist is sensitive and some feel sharp, and Rolex is soft. Oh, special. I'm just kidding. No, I totally get it, man. Sometimes, I mean, a bracelet can totally turn me off of a watch or a strap or a rubber strap or any kind of strap. If it's not good quality, then it will turn me off, and it sucks. In the case of the Zenith versus the Rolex is hands down, it is a better and more comfortable strap. You're kind of sort of saying it's apples to oranges because of the style of the bracelet, you know what I mean? Whereas the Zenith is a multi-link. Well, let me back that up. I'd have to look at the bracelet now, but the Oyster is like 5-link bracelet. It's super, super comfortable, the Oyster. The Rolex, I put the Rolex on after the Zenith and I go, yeah, this is great. But the Zenith, actually, believe it or not, is very comfortable as well. So I don't have any issues with it. And I don't feel like it's sharp, and I don't feel it's a very, very, very high quality bracelet. So they're both really good, but I just have to say Rolex, hands down, I think makes the best bracelets in the watch industry, you know? So there you have it. So thank you, Danner1620. This comes from the Traveler Lure Vision. Okay. How much is the 36mm OP there in the US from an official retailer? Is $6,100 right now, up until probably next week when it's going to go up. And then if you're in California, you got state taxes and up the butt fees, man, because out here in California, they really like to just jam it up you know what I mean? So my 36 OPs paid $6,100 with tax. I was at about $6,800, I think, something like that. So yeah, and then yeah, that's how much they are. So, and every state you go to is going to be different. Go to Hawaii, it's going to have less tax. Tax is smaller. Less tax. Thanks, man. Davis Prince 5616. Thanks for the insight on the Harrods Black Bay 54. The Harrods Black Bay 41 is what you said. Just pulled the trigger online, and I'm excited to get it. By now, you probably would have got it, I would think. I hope you enjoy it, man. I hope you're enjoying it. Q&A. I got my girlfriend a 36mm Datejust purple aubergine dial with pave 6 and 9. So you got some diamonds on the 6 and 9 pave. Thoughts on getting a purple alligator strap for it? Might steal it from her and wear it on the strap for special occasions. Thanks, brother. No. I mean, first of all, congratulations to you and your girlfriend for purchasing it for your girlfriend. I don't know, man. I especially think with like new Rolex, it's like sacrilege taking the bracelet off. I know a lot of people do it and they want to put different straps on them and stuff like that, but I don't know, to me Rolex is like, oh, it's just good the way it is and doesn't need a strap on it. But having said that, wait, it's gonna be freaking rocking my mind. But you could put the purple strap on it. It's up to you. It's your watch or your girlfriend's watch, and it's up to her. It's not that easy to just, I mean, they're not real hard to change, but it's a little pain in the ass to get those Oyster bracelets off. Or is it a Jubilee? Did you have? You didn't stay, but it just doesn't matter. They're about the same. So it's up to you, man. It would probably look pretty cool, but I think the straps on old Rolex are good. Like the vintage ones, I think are better. But thanks, man. Appreciate your question. James Smith -on 3JF. Hi Tony, your channel is awesome. I appreciate appreciate your enthusiasm. You stuttered when you typed. I do that too. I appreciate your enthusiasm and knowledge. Thank you, man. I appreciate you watching my channel. I bought my wife a Datejust 31 rose gold chocolate diamond dial. Gorgeous watch. Yeah, that is, man. It only gets worn 2 days a week. Should I invest in a watch winder, as I'm concerned about the wear due to adjusting the time and date weekly and winding it up? Cheers, Jimmy Rolex. Man, there's so much debate on watch winders, you know. Paco. Come here. Paco, come here. Paco, come here. He would rather chew wires, lose one of his lives. There's so much debate on watch winders, you know. Some say, no, don't do it. And some say it doesn't freaking matter. And I'm in that sort of thing where it doesn't matter either way. It's a new watch, so you're not going to have any problems with it. I have a watch winder, a 4-slot watch winder, that I haven't used in years. I used to. I had watches on there. I was rotating them and stuff. And I think if it's constantly being worn, it's being run all the time, and people go, well, you're just going to wear it out quicker. And it's like, you know what, man? What if you wore the watch every day? That's what it's meant for, to wear. You know what I mean? Simple as that. So it's up to you. I don't think it's a big deal to have one or not to have one. So it's really your preference or your choice. But if you are worried about it just being a pain in the ass to set, you know what I mean, then by all means, go get a watch winder. If I had, like on my GMT, for instance, on my Rolex GMT Master 2, you know, sometimes wonder about putting that on the watch winder just because it stops. You know, I don't wear it consistently enough now to where it's just constantly running, and then I have to reset it. It's not that big a deal to me, but I could put it on the winder and I'd be fine. So up to you, man, but best of luck and congratulations on the watch. David Parrish Productions 50. David, what's up, dude? Happy New Year, or Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and all that stuff. Question for next week, and a reminder, you are awesome. You are an awesome human being. I think the world of you. Thanks, dude. That's so kind of you. You know what I mean? I really appreciate that, dude. And you're awesome, too. What do you think makes the watch community so special? We are connected by little machines that somehow speak to us. What is it with watches that brings us together? Thanks, Tony. You are a kamahao. That's a Hawaiian word. I figured as much. Kamahao. That's like awesome, super. Yes, I appreciate that. So cool. What makes it? You know, that's a good question. You know, here's the thing. It's that there is a good community and there's sort of a bad community. With anything that you have, there's going to be good and bad. And the bad is the haters and the snobs and the people that are angry and bitter. They hate this brand or that brand, and F you if this brand, or F you this, and Hublot sucks, and whatever it is, man. To me, it's all love. It's all good. It shouldn't matter what watch you have. But the thing is the fact is that what brings us together is the fact that we're all a bunch of nutbags that like this little thing that's on your wrist. You know what I mean? And that's funny. And it's the type of thing, you know, it's a small community, even though some of these channels have really large, you know, subscribers and the whole, you know, people get recognized, and you have that sort of celebrity aspect of it with some of these YouTubers, myself excluded from that because I'm not you know, any of that. But you know, it's just that's the thing. It's like you're into something very specific. And it's just one of those things, you know. Oh my God, you like watches? You meet people that like. How many people do you wear your watch anywhere down the street? No one's going to stop you and go, oh my gosh, you have a Zenith Defy on your wrist. You know what I mean? For the most part, people don't care. You know what I mean? So the fact that people do know about it is what brings us together. You meet someone that has the same watch. You know, when I was at the Warner Brothers store a couple months ago, and I saw a dude, he had a Swatch, Omega Swatch, Moon Swatch, and I was like, Moon Swatch, and he's like, yeah, he was from Switzerland, and he was a watch guy. But you know, when you see someone wearing something like that they're a watch person. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what it is, man. That's, I think, what it is. You know, I know I had another question. Thanks for the insight. I'm sorry, I'm just now. Funny. Okay, yeah, I knew I had another question. This comes from Metagirl. Funny, entertaining, and educational as usual. Thank you. Your Zenith looks so good on that beige strap. How does the quality and comfort of your new strap compare to the green one on your Pilot? So you're asking the quality of the Zenith strap that costs $350 compared to a $60 strap, basically. And that's a valid question. Okay, so the difference, the comfort on this is awesome, but this is an FKM rubber strap, and it's an OEM strap. It fits this watch perfect, and it fits, and it works, and it's comfortable on my wrist. The Zenith on my Pilot watch, the strap on my Pilot watch, the green one that I have from WIS, is extremely comfortable as well. You're looking at about a $60 strap, but that strap is more silicone than the rubber, right? So they're both equally very comfortable. But also the strap that comes on this watch, people think it's Kadura, but it's a Kadura effect strap, so it's actually rubber as well. So this is a rubber strap, and this is extremely comfortable. But you're looking at straps that when you're getting into that sort of higher level of quality, they better be comfortable because they're extremely expensive. But at the same time, you also have a lot of these aftermarket straps that try to charge you $300 for a strap that's no better than the $60 strap. So so basically, they're both comfortable. The WIS strap is very comfortable, but the OEM straps are much better. So on that note, I just want to say thank you again to everyone. I hope everyone has a happy new year. I appreciate everyone who likes and subscribes. And on that note, I'm signing off, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.